As your time, just like mine, is finite, it's important to dedicate the time that we do have available to train in the gym each day and each week on the big rocks. These are going to be the exercises and the movements that are going to move the needle the most for you. The big rocks are going to look different from person to person. Of course, there's a level of subjectivity here. And those subjective factors might be, is this person in rehabilitation, like recovering from an injury? Is this person sport specific? Or is it general physical preparation where they're trying to prepare for something? Or maybe it's just longevity, maybe it's strength building. And these things begin to define what your big rock is. And it's not just about the goal, it's also about checking as many boxes as we can. So I believe if you can have an exercise that factors in as many joints, as many different muscles, and makes the best allocation of your time available in the gym, then we're very well on the right path to making the best bang for buck choices in the gym. And you might be thinking, oh, it just sounds awfully like I need to do a lot of compound movements. And although that may be the case, it's not specifically reduced just to compound movements. Like I said, it could be about an injury or something more specific, where doing something smaller is actually your best bang for buck exercise. So let's use an example. John wants to build stronger and bigger legs. He's got 3 days a week to exercise and 45 minutes on each of those days. He's got a basic training history, he's injury free, and he's got a general level of confidence when it comes to exercises in the gym. With his schedule and goals, John has plenty of exercise options for him that are good enough, that are going to strengthen and develop his legs. But not all exercises are going to be equal. One key factor here when we're considering which exercises to pick for him that have a big bang for buck is going to be considering the longevity of that exercise within a program. See, the longevity is how long it can stay and remain within a program, so that way we can gather and reap as many rewards or gains from that exercise as possible. Because if it's in the program for a long time, it's very often that we're developing a skill and an understanding of how to perform that exercise more efficiently, but we're also able to continually, progressively overload that exercise, getting stronger and stronger, getting better and better. For John, the barbell squat would be a great example. It's scalable, it's good enough, it meets him where he's at, and it also covers a lot of muscles. For him, this is a great bang for buck exercise. Sure, Peterson step-ups and sissy squats or leg extensions are also great exercises as well. However, we want to consider what are the things that are going to move the needle the most for John. With his time, we don't want to be spending our time, especially if it's quite limited, on doing things like rear delt flies. Like, just pick a movement that targets most of the shoulder, and that way we're covering a lot more bases. We don't want to be doing little isolated exercises unless we need to specify on a specific thing. Maybe we're treating an injury or trying to work on something more interesting if that aligns with your goals. But if it's just general health and fitness, it's general physical preparation, then it's important that we pick these things that are much more encompassing of more muscles. Doing rear delt flies or a specific bicep curl or something has its place, but it's just not here. Here, exercises still need to meet you where you're at. So although a barbell squat might be great for John, what other people might need is maybe a box squat where they're sitting halfway down and they're reducing their range of motion. So if you're struggling with an injury, or maybe you're struggling to find an exercise that meets you where you're at, I've got affordable weekly coaching that is down below in the description. Now back to the idea of good enough. Almost every exercise has potential, but we don't know what that potential is just yet until we get into the thick of it. We don't know if it's going to fit your body type just yet. We don't know when it's going to start progressing. We don't know what that progress will look like. But what we do know is that this particular exercise has done very well for others. It's done well for me, it's done well for them, it's done well for my clients. So it's a pretty high likelihood that it's going to do well for you, providing that it meets you where you're at. So if you too want to strengthen your legs or get stronger, and you're choosing the barbell squat, and it's within the bandwidth of your good enough, and you start to have remarks like, hey, I really enjoy doing this on a weekly basis. I can feel my quads when I'm doing this. I really enjoy the pump. Now we're slowly making our way towards what an optimal outcome is. You see, when it comes to optimal, it's not a one size fits all. Optimal basically takes in your considerations of if you're enjoying the exercise and if it meets you where you're at. because what works for me may work for you, but you just might not enjoy it. Where if you enjoy it, we're slowly finding what is perfect for you and what is the exact way that you should be training. It's not some trending Instagram exercise, it's what works for you and what you enjoy doing, because ultimately, if you don't enjoy doing the things that you're going to be doing in the gym, it's not going to last very long. And what we need to make results in the gym is consistency and sustainability. So finding things that you enjoy slowly create this optimal or this perfect program for you. So that's a bang for buck exercise. That's what moves the needle the most. That's what leads to real progress, and that's what leads to long-term sustainable results.